today I've been Instagramming with the viewer, and we're talking about art and like, you know, how I got into drawing and how he got into drawing, and also about how I got to streaming. And he asked like, yeah, well, how did you get into that streaming thing? And I was like, actually, it was like I always thought about, I want to, you know, express myself on the internet. I was always kind of dreaming about making YouTube videos, but I was sure I'm never going to do that anyway. I was like, you know, because I wanted to show something. It's like, I don't know. I just love to create. Whatever it is, I just love to create. And sharing that with other people on the internet. Being able to do that is amazing. So that's why I thought, you know, oh, that would be so cool. Or like being a streamer, that must be so cool. But never actually thinking about, you know, oh, I can actually do this. I'm not sure if I told you guys the story before. Maybe, I think I told you guys like in one of my first streams, so most of you haven't been there. So I'm going to tell it again. I did this test thingy that I bought, which was about like, okay, trying to figure out what you want to do after your graduation. And there was everything in there, from traveling abroad to doing internships to working in different industries, and it had a lot of information about different industries and what will be important in the future and stuff, and which markets are growing and which are shrinking and stuff like this. It was very informative, very interesting. And wait, where was I? Yes, this test, right. And there was one part of the test where you were supposed to think about a lot of ideas, like generating a bunch of ideas, and by a bunch I mean like 100 ideas of what you could do. Even starting a business, you should just consider everything. And then there was questions like, you know, what would you do if you had all the money in the world, but you still would have to go out of the house to a job every day? What would you do? And the other one was, what have you always dreamed of doing, but you were too afraid to do it? And I was thinking about that. I was thinking about making YouTube videos. It wasn't about streaming in the beginning. It was about YouTube. And then I was also watching a lot of OTV back in that time. That was when like the whole OTV drama, Lily breaking up with Albert stuff happened. So I was watching a lot of OTV again, and that kind of brought me back to watching live streams. I even found out about Yuli at that time. And so that made me realize, you know, it's not like I can't stream. There's nothing holding me back except myself. So, And then once this idea was planted in my head, I couldn't stop thinking about, dang, what would happen if I would actually stream? What would happen? I'm so happy I did it, because I usually, as you guys know from what I've told you this stream so far, I always make plans, but I never go through with them. I always make plans. I always have these rushes of inspiration where I have so many ideas and so many things I want to do in my life, but I never go through with most of them. So I'm actually so happy I actually started streaming. Imagine that would have just been yet another post-it note getting thrown away. Because I was too afraid.